Hello, welcome. What you're about to see is not for the faint-hearted. What you're about to see is what I like to call the scary doors. Good luck. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not Underdog Eats, like views, and I watched the 27th episode of the Twilight. Yeah. Season 2, episode 3. Yeah. Let's just start. I don't have much to say actually about it. We're in front of a public library on the 7th Avenue branch. We see people coming in, people coming out, and on the stairs, and we see two women, one bit elderly, and the one that could be her daughter, and it's probably her daughter or maybe daughter-in-law or something like that. So they're walking down the stairs, and they're talking, and they come at the I don't know what you call it, where you have stairs and then it's flat and then you have stairs again, that flat part. They're coming there, at the middle part of the stairs, basically. And the elderly woman, no, not really elderly, the older woman, she's looking at a man who's walking the stairs, the second pair of stairs, She's looking at him. And she says, is that? No, it can't be. So the other one asks, who? Who is that? And the man was walking downstairs and then mingling with the crowd. He went through the crowd, and immediately came into action, started following the guy, and he took a taxi or a cab, and she immediately also was hailing a cab, and they started following the guy. And then in the cab, she started telling about who she think it is. And if you want to know who she thinks it is, watch the episode yourself, because I'm gonna leave it at that, because I'm gonna leave it at that. It was the first story was a very good story. I really liked it. It was definitely an interesting story, and if that could, in that story could happen in real life, well, it is plausible, It's maybe not possible, but it is plausible. It's believable, but if that could happen in real life, lots of people would have done it, lots of people probably. Come on. They kind of left us with a cliffhanger on the first story, and the answer from is that who she thinks it is was not answered for me. So it was really when it was for and we're gonna leave that. I was for what? No, please give me the answer. So that first story was a very good story. I really liked that one. The second story was rather alright, I don't really remember what it was about, but it was rather alright. The first story was definitely the better of the two. So go watch the episode, because it's a very good one. Overall, this episode is just, on average, a good episode. So I will give this one a 4 out of 5. Like I said, first story is the better one of the two, in my opinion. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave likes, recommend a good show down below in the comments, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and see you guys next time. Bye.